Are we testing?
Give it a shit.
No, I just started it.
What do you mean? We don't need to test,
we're cold.
man.
We're cold.
I'm cold. We're testing.
Was that it?
We're
No.
going. Fun fact. Cold!
Okay, go.
So I learned a cool fact the other day.
Yes, what is it?
Water's wet. Hey everybody, welcome to the Weekend Fan Club.
Where water's wet.
I know that now. I mean,
You're welcome.
it's something I know now, I guess.
It's something I can treasure for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I know what I'm saying next time I come across water.
You wet?
You're wet. You're...
Just point to each individual.
Ask
hole.
it first. Consensual.
Alright,
Oh yeah, no,
consensual.
absolutely.
Are you wet?
Are you wet? Can I ask you a question?
Well, like it only just you're like, oh no.
Water, I'd like to ask you a question about your wetness.
How wet are you? On a scale of 1 to moist, how wet are you right now?
On a scale of moist to drenched.
I've decided not to continue with this bit.
Yeah, same. I'm aborting this bit. So what do you have for us today?
So I'm Michael.
I'm Quinn.
I'm John.
I'm Connor.
And this is us.
This
This is us, One Direction.
All
One
right.
Direction, this is us, the movie.
So,
The game.
So Michael, what do you got for us today?
I'll start us off with a good medium level one.
Okay.
So out of 10, what is this?
5, medium.
5? I don't know, it's like perfect
I was
medium.
thinking 5 is like the max, and you were just.
Out of 10?
Oh, I was thinking out of 5. I wasn't listening. We're off to a great start.
Okay, I'm ready for a
Alright, listen to this one, because this is the topic. This
Okay.
is it.
Okay, here we go.
DC versus Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you have my ears.
but argue for the side that you're not on.
Okay.
It's not really much of an argument if we all sit here and talk about DC now, is it?
I'm on the side of Marvel in
Ouchie.
that case.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
I guess we're not just talking about movies here, or are we?
Are we
No,
just
not
talking in
necessarily.
general?
In general.
Or?
No.
Oh, generalize? Alright.
Okay, now there's some stuff to say generally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So I guess start off with what you actually are for, and then what you have to argue for.
Okay, well,
Because I'm for DC, but I guess I'm arguing for Marvel.
and I guess everyone else I can just assume is for Marvel and will now be rooting for DC.
I mean, Jason Momoa's Aquaman, so we win.
That's true.
That's it.
I'm confused. You're arguing DC because you... I don't know which side he's actually
I'm arguing for DC
Yeah.
because I'm for
okay,
Marvel.
You're for Marvel. I feel like I should argue Marvel. Just I don't want the numbers
don't
to
want-
be uneven.
Listen, don't fight what's in your heart. Just
All right. I mean, yeah. I guess fuck Marvel then, right? Like,
yeah, right. I for one am one of those people who support the 6 for the 6 campaign. You guys hear about that?
Oh, I
Not even
have.
at all.
No? Oh my god.
That
So
means-
it was this tweet that was going around for a while, and they basically came out and said, like, we gotta show Warner Brothers that we really want to see more of these characters and we support that they're making these movies. And they put out like a call to all DC fans and said, like, go see the movie 6 times in theaters.
Because there's 6 main
Because
characters.
there's 6 of them.
Right.
They were like, go see the movie 6 times.
Didn't Marvel like say a while ago there were like 30 plus main characters in Infinity War? So are all the Marvel fans just
30 for 30.
gonna spend a month in the theater?
Really though? No, because I remember seeing that and I was like, man, why not just make a good movie? Like, then I'll see it.
You're supposed to be rooting for DC.
I mean, make a
Make an even better movie.
Make a Zack Snyder cut.
You're still supposed to be rooting for DC here, John.
Shit.
Hey,
Make his
guys,
Zack
I got
Snyder
this.
cut.
Wonder Woman was very good.
I didn't see it.
Really? It's actually, you know, I'm gonna break a little bit of character here. It's pretty good. Like it's.
That's not breaking character. That's in character, John.
I mean, shit. This is confusing.
you're just agreeing with your character.
I mean, it was a good movie though. Real talk, it was. Cause I don't know, it was. Now I keep getting just confused with what I truly want to be and what the question was.
You're welcome for your existential crisis.
Thank you. Like it was a good movie, but it's if I say personally it was the best DC movie I ever seen, but by that standards it's not that great.
Hey man, well I think you just got to take it back, take it back a DC level and go back to the Nolan trilogy. You can't top the Nolan trilogy.
Oh, that's true.
Like Marvel's got good movies.
That's the thing.
But
I
they
don't
can't
want to.
top
I
the
don't
Nolan
want to
trilogy.
consider the Nolan trilogy as part of like the whole DC universe. Quote
I mean, it's
unquote.
not. It's not part of the.
That's
DC
what I'm saying. It's not. But
It is DC stuff.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I think even generally that I don't think Marvel has a Superman or a Batman.
Yeah.
No.
They're sort of bigger than any single thing that Marvel has made,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
which is pretty
absolutely.
impressive.
Yeah, and like I don't know, the Batman games are really good.
I mean,
Like
yeah.
Arkham,
Yeah,
etc.
the
Arkham,
games were
etc.
very,
Yeah.
very good.
Marvel doesn't have games like that. Marvel ain't got nothing.
The Lego Marvel games.
All right,
They're
Michael.
fun, honestly. Like,
Really?
yeah. Like I don't like a lot of Lego games, but
I just find it weird that Lego's like become like the most hardcore collectathon I've ever seen in
oh
my
my
life.
god, yes, absolutely. That's like the thing I love about the Lego games is that they have absolutely no excuse or every excuse to put the most obscure and just random characters in them. I think it was like Lego. Was it Lego Batman 3? And they had like composite Superman.
Oh,
And
I don't
like
even know what that is.
composite Superman. He's actually pretty
Lego
cool.
Batman games.
Yeah, dude. Oh my god. Beyond Gotham. Thank you.
Oh my god.
I played the Lego Star Wars and that was it.
Yeah, no. The composite Superman was super cool. He was this guy who he was saved by Superman, and Superman gave him a job in like the Superman Museum as a janitor. And I was like, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
Superman.
And apparently he went on to resent Superman because he was just surrounded by like his cheerful face like all the time. And then one night,
I would say.
one night he was working and he was standing there at a table with a bunch of statues or figures of superheroes, like all of them on a table. And I got struck by lightning and he got all of their powers.
Was it the actual people on the table?
No, it's
Just statues of them.
statues of them.
Okay.
Man,
Yeah,
Lightning does some weird stuff in DC.
By David
And it's great. And Marvel has nothing on it.
But like, no, the craziest thing about it is that like his outfit was like, he looked like, honest to God, like Two-Face, Harvey Dent. You know, but like like the cartoon show where like his face right down the middle is like
Yeah.
gross and then normal, but even the suit and pants and shoes right down the middle,
Yeah.
it was like that, but one side was Batman and one side was Superman. But instead of just
Wow.
having Batman and Superman's powers, I guess he was rich.
Rich powers.
He could also like, he had Aquaman's, he had like everyone else's as well, and I was like, this is just weird.
Yeah, it is. But I feel like his story being based around starting to resent Superman because he works in the Superman Museum, I feel like that would happen to anyone.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
just a dunk on having a Superman museum that Superman runs. That's just no good can come from that.
Absolutely not. But yes, to answer your question of fighting for the other side, that's hard. that's
not-
really hard.
It's not just the cinematic universe,
No.
which is hard to argue for.
I
But
think that's-
even the comic wise, like
I don't know nothing about the
DC's.
comics.
But that's the
But
thing.
Marvel's got some messed up comics.
Marvel has some messed up comics, but at least they can keep some sort of linearity to it. They can keep some sort of storyline, but the only excuse they have is like, oh, it's a different universe. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Because then you just have separate contained things that are happening.
Right.
But with DC, it's like, we're going to move ahead with these things, and we're going to make them collide at some points just to make it look really cool or have some cool ideas. And then they're like, fuck it, scrap it, let's do it over again. And they've done that, like, I can't even count how many times they've done that.
Yeah, Rebirth's the newest one.
Yeah, Rebirth's the newest one. That I remember I was talking to one of my friends about, because he's a huge comic book geek, and he would always tell me about it. He'd always come out and be like,
Nerd.
"Oh, they rebirthed again," and I'm like,
Is that newer than New 52?
Yeah.
"Yeah,
I
There's
thought
New
New
52
52
Rebirth was
was a
two-
big thing.
Rebirth
It was.
yeah,
52 was years ago, though.
yeah."
That's the only
You
comic
gotta-
thing I know.
Rebirth was about a year and a half, 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
I
don't
only know,
many
like,
comic
I only
The
know, like,
newest Marvel thing I remembered was the other Civil War, or not Civil War. Sorry.
they did do a new Civil War.
Yeah, I know they did a new one. There was another war they had.
There was a one where Captain
Where it
America
was-
turns out to be a Hydra agent. the
Well,
whole
no,
time.
there was
And a
that.
Nazi, yeah.
Yeah, no, the one I was
That's
thinking of
pretty funny.
was I'm gonna butcher this, but I'm trying to remember the way my friend described it to me. He was basically like, they have this oracle who like always tells the future and is always right, like 100% of the time, and then
So
she
an
tells,
oracle.
yeah,
Just a regular oracle.
I guess you're right. Yeah, she tells the future and she's like, "Oh man, like Bruce Banner's just gonna fucking ruin everything," and they're like, "We gotta kill Bruce Banner," and they're just like, "But he's an Avenger. He's been like really good. Like he's not like a crazy hulking maniac who just ruins everything anymore. Like he's actually okay now." But they're like, "Shit, do we kill him or do we just like, oh, maybe she's wrong this time, but she's never been wrong before." So I think like I think it's Hank Pym goes out of his way and like straight up kills Bruce Banner. And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
crazy.
Yeah, and then that causes like another war of like, fuck this, we can't have this shit happen. I don't know, I probably butchered that extremely, but it was something to that means where like someone died and it was like, no, it was Hawkeye. Hawkeye killed him. And I was like, God.
I think that is in the new Civil War.
Yeah. And I was like, shit.
It's wild.
Yeah. What do you think about this? Who are you gonna fight for? You gonna fight for DC because you like Marvel?
I'm fighting for DC. Yeah, I said Batman and Superman are really good.
That's all you have?
I think that's a pretty solid, very rigorous.
Real talk, I saw Batman vs Superman when I flew to Toronto to see Metallica, and oh boy, it was totally not a waste of my time.
No, I haven't seen Justice League yet, but I've heard that Batman vs Superman is almost like a more worthy movie to see. Just
wow, we
it's
have to
so
think about it
off
for
the
a
wall. Not so.
Oh yeah.
The sarcasm is so strong.
No, it's
I like
true.
how we had to pause and be like, hold on, let me
I was
get my
not-
shit straight.
No, watching Batman vs Superman, there was not a dull moment.
You're right.
I mean, he's not wrong.
I had quite the experience.
Yeah.
I would watch it again even.
I wouldn't.
What do you mean, you've only watched it once?
Only because he doesn't want to deter from the fact that it was amazing. He wants to wait until he's absolutely ready to see it again.
Don't wanna-
It's true, I did the same thing with Baby Driver.
Yeah, well,
Didn't watch it again until I was ready.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So what
I'm
do
ready
you?
to watch Blade Runner again.
You've already seen it like twice, didn't
No,
you?
I only saw it once.
Oh, I thought you saw it again after.
Is that the first one?
Oh,
Or the new one?
I guess either. Mostly the second one, though, because I actually don't know what happened in the second one.
No, not clear.
That's
you see
fair.
it?
Not a clue. Maybe if
Oh,
DC
yeah,
had
yeah,
made
I've
it, it
seen
would have
that.
been more
Yeah.
clear.
I've seen it.
I seen what 2049 or
Yeah, the only thing I got out of that movie was that I liked his jacket.
same, right?
that coat was.
No, I when I seen 2049, I seen it legitimately 20 minutes after I finished watching the first one.
Right.
Like me and my friends were there, and I was like, all right, let's go.
There's a lot of in between stuff, and
Yeah.
someone explained the in between stuff to me, and if that wasn't explained to me, I don't know how much that affects.
Yeah, there was like a
They got
whole
some
like
parts.
anime short.
And there's like this thing
What?
where the
Yeah, there was like a whole anime short
Yeah.
of like stuff that happened before 2049.
I guess it's not quite
Oh.
spoiler, but like the replicants revolt and destroy all of their replicant data.
Yeah, like I
Mm.
kind
Sounds
of
like a
gathered
big
that
deal.
from the blackout that they were talking about. Like,
Yeah,
oh, since the blackout, we lost everything.
but that's what the anime short is. It's the
Okay.
blackout.
Yeah, it feels like
I believe it.
I imagine you could feel like you're missing a lot of pieces.
Yeah. So what do you think about it, Quinn?
DC's the best, man.
All right, Michael, what do you think?
Oh yeah, what's your case?
Yeah,
for
what's your
Marvel?
case?
Well, Marvel's movies are much better. Obviously.
I mean, I don't know how you could say that.
Because,
I want you to explain to me why you think that.
I don't know, I just don't see the reason.
It's because they had 10-year head start.
Yeah, I think they got lucky, got a little cheats on
They
the
got lucky.
Cheats on.
There was some luck involved. I
there
think.
was some.
There was.
I think if DC were the first ones to come on, they would have been
and DC has had some bad luck at the same time.
The head start does matter.
Oh man, absolutely.
Because whoever comes on first is like.
Well, I wouldn't even say like. Okay, ditching the personas.
Are you about to say something bad about DC?
I'm sorry.
Jesus, John.
I honestly think that if they both started at around the same time, I think, honestly, without faking it at all, I honestly think DC would be 100% better.
I think
than Marvel if they had
as a DC fan.
Yeah.
I think that if they had started at the same time and taken the same routes, because I'll be honest, DC's having a shitter right now.
Yeah.
But I do, but like
they're trying too fast.
They're trying to.
Do you want to just ditch this persona?
Yeah,
thing?
Yeah. They're trying too much too fast.
No, right. So like they're
Marvel rules. Sorry. Okay, go.
Like Marvel did it right, where they have their own individual movies, but DC's trying so hard to catch up.
Exactly.
I don't need them to catch up. I'm fine starting from square one.
See, what I really enjoyed what Marvel did was the fact that they started easy. They started with Iron Man.
Nothing else.
That's easy to like. That can't get like messed up. That can't get confusing in any way. You know what I mean? It's like guys in a suit.
Yeah, if they had started with
Captain America
with Thor,
guys,
that would have been weird.
Super strong. He's Captain America. Everyone knows who Captain America is. Easy. Then they did shit. Who did they do after that? Was it Thor after that?
Thor,
yeah. So even with Thor, it was like, all right, cool, whatever. Like Norse god, throw the hammer. But then like even Hulk, like they started with recognizable, easy to understand from like an outsider perspective value, and after they started ramping up more and more, like after the first Avengers film, when they put them all together, and you had a couple more obscure people thrown in there, like Black Widow and Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Even then, they're easy to explain. Cool, kick-ass KGB agents and guy who never misses with a bow. Yeah. Now they're getting into weirder shit, which is like Guardians of the Galaxy, which are like...
But that doesn't matter because they're already there.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They started. Yeah. So now we have your attention. Look at this cool, weird shit, right? Then with DC, you had...
There's 3 movies.
Yeah, you had Man of Steel.
Yeah. Batman vs. Superman.
Great. And then what?
Then it was Batman vs. Superman.
And then you're like, whoa.
The first Batman movie is already
which is fair. Which is fair. You have Batman vs. Superman because, okay, we get it. We know Batman. Fine.
Yeah, like there's something to be said for trying to forego
and then you had,
a huge origin story for every person.
The thing that threw me off was the fact that they were like, let's throw Suicide Squad out there.
Oh, yeah.
The fuck are they? We know Joker.
Yeah.
We know Harley Quinn.
And Harley Quinn and Will Smith. That's it.
What about Slipknot, the man who can climb anything?
This is Katana. She's got my back. I would advise not getting killed by her sword traps the souls of its victims.
Maybe.
That's all I need to know.
Like, yeah, there are a total of 5 movies and way too many. There's more characters in one movie than there are all of their movies.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
As a DC fan, I just think they went too fast.
Yeah, it was too much too fast.
If they had taken it like, all right, this is Man of Steel. Here's Man of Steel 2. Take Batman. Don't even put Batman in there.
Yeah.
Here's Batman.
Because at least with Batman
2.
I don't even say you need Batman. I wouldn't even say you need a Batman movie because Batman's just one of those characters.
I like one.
Yeah, I think you gotta. You gotta do it
I mean, like after.
I think you gotta do it like a Spider-Man: Homecoming, where it's just a movie about Batman. It's not his origin story.
No,
I don't need an origin story.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd say like if I were to do it, I would do Man of Steel, and then like you said, maybe do Man of Steel 2 or something, where you introduce a bit of Batman or like a bit of Gotham or something like that, and then you have your Aquaman. And you have your Wonder Woman.
Like what they're doing now is
and then you have your Flash TV show, which is fine. And then when you have Justice League, then you have that Justice League movie sort of be like Batman as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like Civil War, let's be fair, it was Captain America Civil War. Well, let's be fair, that was like another Avengers
That was
movie,
Avengers
right?
2.5.
That was, yeah, exactly.
Sure.
So I feel like if they had, like, and again, I haven't seen Justice League, so maybe it is, I don't know. But I feel like if they had a Justice League movie that was like, oh, here's Batman, we already know who he is, but be like, Batman's alter ego is Bruce Wayne, he's a millionaire, and he wants to help people, his parents died. That's it. have it very briefly, like in Homecoming, where it was very brief and very like, yeah, okay, we already know, fuck it. We've seen it a million times.
To be honest, in Man of Steel 2, or Batman vs Superman,
yeah,
the backstory they did for Batman was good.
It was.
That was less than 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Flashback.
Mm-hmm. It was just like
major points.
There it is.
Major points. But like doing it what they're doing now, there are 2 movies leading up to the grouping, and then they're doing their individual movies afterwards. No, take that grouping, put it after the individuals.
Because what they had was like Batman vs Superman, and Batman was like, we can't let this shit happen again. I'm gonna try and get a team together. And then Wonder Woman was like, shit, it's done.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
like, there's not a spoiler for Justice League or anything. The introduction of the characters was way too fast. I liked all of the introductions, but like I'd like 2 movies, but then I just want their own separate movies at that point. If you're gonna give me 2 movies, like the way I would have done it, if they're gonna have a Justice League kind of grouping as their first thing, have a movie of introductions and then a movie of fighting. Yeah. But then at that point, I don't want to wait a year for the fighting. Yeah. So give me the individual movies.
You don't want to have a Desolation of Smaug thing where it's like...
I like that one.
I did too. But the only thing I hated was the fact that like towards the end of the movie, you're like, holy shit, this movie's been going on for a while. And then you see like something crazy happening. You see Bilbo just go, what have I done? Credits. And you're just like, fuck, I gotta wait a year now.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, I mean, Infinity War Part 1's coming soon.
And that's what I'm saying.
That's gonna happen all over.
Oh, absolutely.
Guaranteed.
When I saw the trailer for that, I was like, I'm gonna get really invested, and then I'm gonna be like, fuck, this is a 2-parter, and then it's gonna end, and I'm gonna be like, shit.
I wonder, I'm honestly skeptical.
Unless they pull like a Matrix Reloaded, where like at the end, do you ever hear about that? When the Matrix Reloaded came out? So when the second Matrix movie came out, they had a thing at the end where it was like, oh man, like this crazy battle's about to happen, and then it cuts, and then it says like, the Matrix will return, and then it says in December, and the movie came out in April. And it was like, what? Like, you didn't have to wait. Like, it just came out, and you were like, whoa! And no one knew about it until like a week later, and it was
not that I've ever heard anything good about those movies.
No, but like, that would be amazing. Can you imagine? Just like going in and being like, you can't leave the theater yet. Right next door, we're playing part 2. And it's like, I gotta pick up my kids. I can't do it now. I gotta go see this part 2 of the
I gotta pick up my kids, but also, whatever, don't love them as much as the Matrix 3. I wonder if it'd actually be worthwhile to, like, not see Infinity War. And then wait for Infinity War 2.
You wouldn't make it. Not of your own accord, but the internet would not let you make it.
No, absolutely not.
I mean,
I still haven't seen Thor. And
no, I haven't seen Thor.
Well, to be honest, like, Dad saw Thor, and he came back and was like, you gotta see it soon, because the spoilers are gonna come out, and there's stuff in that movie you don't want spoiled. I haven't heard a thing.
Yeah, I mean,
it's kind of true, but...
Yeah.
But I guess Infinity War and Thor 3 are 2 different things.
Yeah. Sorry, Hulk movie and Thor.
Hulk movie and Thor with Doctor Strange. Hulk movie and Thor with Doctor Strange in the style of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Doctor Strange was in it?
Yeah, in Thor 3.
I knew about that. I didn't see the movie.
That's,
I knew about
that's
that.
the thing. Wow. I'm sorry, Loki the movie featuring Thor and the Hulk and Doctor Strange.
And Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Cool.
Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. And Knuckles.
And Jeff Goldblum.
And Knuckles.
And Jeff Goldblum as Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. I'm excited for that. I kind of want to see it just for that.
Nice.
I do think the DC shows are kind of beating the Marvel shows, though.
Okay, I will agree.
That's fair.
I think the DC TV shows are doing
like Daredevil was really good.
Yeah.
And Jessica Jones was really good. And Luke Cage was, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's really good.
I've heard
Luke Cage.
I heard that Iron Fist crapped the bed.
It did.
And I heard that the Defenders crapped because of Iron Fist.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I heard that the newest one, The Runaways or something, is not that great.
I don't know about the Runaways, but I just finished watching Punisher last week.
I've heard that's good.
And
because it's kind of just Daredevil.
I personally, I thought Luke Cage was my favorite.
But not anymore.
Not anymore.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I think I watched like half of Daredevil season 2.
Yeah.
And Punisher was the best part of the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like
the first half of that second season.
He's one of those characters, every second he's on screen, you're fucking glued to the TV.
Oh my god, no. The guy...
Like once he leaves the screen, you kind of feel bad. So like, I'm going to tweet now.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god. You feel so bad for him. And then like, even in the... Like, I won't spoil Punisher because it's still half new. But like, even in Punisher, where he's just like, no, everyone dies, don't give a shit, no mercy, fuck them. everyone around him's like, no, like, you can't kill him, we gotta bring him out and bring him to justice. Towards the end of the show, almost everyone else is like, no, fuck him. Like, kill him. 100%.
Nice.
Damn.
So, yeah.
But, like, the DC shows are kind of killing it.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, those Marvel shows are killing it, but I think the DC kind of just is a step up in their show.
Personally, DC's animated stuff, a whole other level.
They're
absolutely.
No, they're really good.
Absolutely.
If you
way
like
better
those,
than
I think you'll
Marvel's.
like Justice League.
Yeah?
I'll be honest.
That's good.
Justice League is like those.
Do you know that one movie? I don't know what it's called, but it's one of the Justice League animated movies. It has Shazam in it. It's where Darkseid comes. Have you seen that one?
I don't think so.
Well, Justice League, the movie, is kind of almost like that.
Oh, okay.
It's just a little bit like that. There's
Yeah,
some
I'll
parts
have to
in
go
it.
check it out. I'll have to like go watch it sometime.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Then again, to be fair, Killing Joke was. Nah, I don't know.
It's alright.
It was
alright.
pretty bad.
I did not like the way it ended.
I haven't seen it.
No,
but it was pretty bad.
I saw it and because I've read the comic and I loved Killing Joke and I was like I saw it and I was like that was pretty good and then I saw it again with like a friend and I was like.
Is Watchmen DC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Watchmen.
Zack Snyder's
I
not a
read
good
that.
one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't
good.
thinking about the movie. I was thinking about the book.
Oh.
The movie's really good too.
Yeah, man, Mr. Manhattan. Glowy Dawn.
Glowy Dawn. Alright, what's
Yeah,
next?
that's
Yeah, maybe
There we go.
this has been happening in a while.
Yeah.
cool.
Cut this.
Get some juice.
Alright, that's for this next one's for last. So we'll skip that.
Cut this part out.
Hell yeah.
Barry, cut this.
Editor's note, cut this.
Editor, cut this.
Back down to a lower point. This is more like a 3 out of 10.
This is a
probably.
3?
Yeah.
This is a 3.
Alright, that was a 5.
How long's it been?
Maybe I underestimated.
Fuck.
Here's a really normie one. What point in your life are you most proud of?
This right now.
Wow, you really have
Really,
done
this
that.
right now.
I agree. No, every second has been leading up to doing the 4th episode of a podcast.
That we haven't released.
First
yet.
of all, by the way, 4th episode. We made it.
We haven't released.
Congratulations.
4 is the perfect number.
4's a great number. Let's go
No,
ahead.
No, it's the perfect number.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
You're
no.
starting to get weird about defending 4. It's like, 4's good, and you're like, 4's perfect. And you're like, yeah, 4 is perfect. No. 4 is perfect.
Why'd you name this a 3? You should have named it a 4. 4's so great.
Topic's not.
Shit, alright.
Before we get into it, I have a number that's really worth mentioning that I learned
Is it
about. It's
4?
not- It's not 4.
69.
Is it an even number?
No, it's not the sex number. It's not the sex number or the weed number.
Is it prime?
So there's a number. It is prime.
Oh, shit.
It is a 1, followed by 13 zeros, then 666, then 13 more zeros,
Oh, I heard
then a
about this.
1.
Yeah.
It is prime, and they call it... I forget whose number it is.
can't leave us in
It's like
suspense
Baphomet's
like
number,
that.
Lucifer's number, some devil.
my God,
some
really?
sort of devil number. Yeah, because it's prime, and it's got 2 sets of 13 zeros and
And
666
666 in the middle. Oh my god. That's amazing.
I thought that
It's like
was
Ozzy Osbourne's number.
Yeah.
It's his phone number.
Call that.
1. 6.
Oh god. Proudest moment. Oh man, I don't know.
Oh, I thought you were saying like calling Ozzy Osbourne this now.
No, I was going back to the topic at hand. I don't remember. I don't know, man. I feel like the longer it takes me to think of one, the sadder it is.
You're absolutely right.
You're right, yeah.
Yeah. Be like, I did this one thing once, like.
I was pretty proud to make music. That
I
was
mean,
nice.
yeah, that's pretty good. I see. That's
Oh, I know yours.
a million times.
The popcorn video. John eats
Yep.
popcorn for 5 minutes.
And it talks about E3.
no. You're right. That's the one.
That's the highlight.
That's the one.
So if you were to pick that as your defining moment, if aliens came down and were like, what defines Jon Lee?
They'd probably just see that video and be like,
Just take out your phone and be like, 1 second.
hold on, let me just
So-
Google this shit.
I'm gonna use up my data, but like, whatever, you guys.
Whatever, I got 6 gigs, then I'm fine.
My signal got way higher when you guys came down, so that's cool, thanks.
Someone else to go, I gotta think about this.
Do you mean like time period or like moment?
What do you mean?
I guess I mean.
Did you have like a whole year where you're like, I'm killing it? I'm
He
killing it.
did. He did though. He won.
If I was ever aware for an entire year that I was killing it, I don't know.
Well,
man. I don't think I'd be here.
He won 2016.
That's your year of Quinn.
Yeah.
I want to talk about 2016 anymore.
2016.
I only won.
He won because
there was no
everyone lost.
competition.
Oh, God.
I mean, there's been a. No, this hasn't been a good year. Never mind. Whenever I think about this year, I think of the movies first, and I'm like, I still haven't even seen them all. They're all good.
Yeah, but Baby Driver came out.
Baby Driver came out.
That's true.
And,
Baby Driver. And I remember seeing Baby Driver and thinking, I'm very much doubt that there'll be a movie that'll challenge this as my favorite movie this year. And then I saw Blade Runner, and it did that for me.
You're like, whoa.
I was like, wow, too.
Man, you guys make me feel bad that Justice League did that for me.
No, that's cool though. It's cool that you got to see another movie that you thought was the best movie of the year. It's because I don't do that very often anyways.
Yeah, man.
But I did it twice.
You do you. Like, no one has to tell you what you think your best movie is.
But when I turn around, I'll go, what piece of shit.
Well, hey man,
I mean,
you know what?
right.
If it makes you feel any better, you know what my favorite movie of all time is?
What is it?
Black Dynamite. Movie's a piece of shit. But goddamn, do I love it.
I don't know. It's a pretty sick movie.
But like objectively, it's
In terms of filmmaking, I don't know. That's a
It's
complicated
got an
question
intent
too.
behind it.
exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like I showed that to my girlfriend, and she was like, "The fucking movie's so dumb," and I'm just like, "I'm just not gonna work out." Like, sorry.
What's your favorite movie, Connor? Overall, them. Because my impulse, if someone said, "Hey, Quinn, what's Connor's favorite movie?" My instinct would be to say The Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski. Yeah,
But
I don't know if
that's
mine.
It's cliche. I've
Yeah, I
seen
don't
it
know
a
if
lot.
it's
It's
cliche,
very
right?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, okay.
I've got a tie for mine.
Is it
Oh, yeah.
Justice League and Batman v Superman?
No.
Is
either
one of them
John
Justice
Wick
League? Ooh,
This
good
is a
choice.
actually.
or the Iron Giant.
Iron Giant's a good one
What a
too.
classic. I haven't seen that in many, many years.
Many a moon.
All I know is Hogarth.
Definitely watched it on VHS.
I don't know what that means.
All I know is Ogre.
That's the kid's name.
Yeah. The kid has a cool name.
Oh.
Oh god, proudest moment. I don't know, man. I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, you are.
So Connor's is music. What about you, Michael?
It's pretty vague.
It's still something.
It's your proudest moment. Music in general, I suppose.
Yeah.
Especially getting into it.
Yeah, there you go.
Very
See?
obsessed.
I don't know, I guess my ability to be in... See, it's not cool when I repeat the same thing that he does.
It's not cool if I pick the same thing. I'm in a room full of musicians that can't do shit. There's no Karina over there, but I'm not going to bother playing it because that's going to peak the shit out of this audio.
I was super proud of building my computer.
Yeah?
Doing that on my own.
That's
That's
pretty
good.
dope.
That's
Yeah.
a good accomplishment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because it's just Legos. Back to Legos.
It all comes back to Legos.
Nice.
I'll come back to Legos.
Man, I don't know. Shit. This is really sad.
You're really holding us up here.
I don't know, man. I'm still
That's
waiting
fine.
on you.
Wow. I don't know.
I'll use that as an excuse for me not having one.
Or getting my tattoos.
There you go.
I'm proud of those.
Yeah,
Are you
man.
tattoos?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is like it's like a thing. It's not like a time in your life when you're like.
I mean, you can do that.
Just
it's
something
fine.
you're
I just,
proud
yeah,
of.
you,
Just tell us something, please.
for God's sake.
This is going on too long.
God, something I'm proud of. I found that Who record the other day.
That was only the other day.
I got out of bed this morning.
Any days the other day. I beat the boss battles mode in the Super Smash Bros. Brawl on intense difficulty after a lot of work.
I did not even believe it as it was happening. That was incredible. That's a good pick.
That's a great pick. That's better than music.
I was
Sorry.
scared. I was scared I was gonna get mixed reviews, to be honest, because it's a fucking video game. But like,
No, that's
Absolutely not.
well, when you bring that up, it's like, oh, well.
I had like a workout regimen for that game. Like,
Yeah, man.
when you said it's like, what about my like 700 plus hours in Skyrim? I'm proud of, kind of like.
Hey, man.
But I don't
listen,
think of that as a. I
you-
don't think of that as a. I am, but I didn't think of that. It didn't come to mind.
I mean, sometimes I wish I had like that many hours in a game because like big games like Skyrim come out, and I'm like, man, that game looks sick. And then I'm like, oh, look at the time. I'm late for everything.
I'm late for last year.
I'm late for last year. I don't have time to play this big game where I build a second wife for myself in case this one doesn't work out.
Man, whatever. I'm proud of my half-assed YouTube channel I never upload on.
I agree. I like your YouTube channel.
It's a good YouTube channel.
I'm proud of it for the 2 videos every 8 months that I upload on it.
There was a streak for a while.
There was, and I keep saying,
run.
I stopped trying to do update videos, being like, don't worry guys, more content coming, because I'm like, those are empty promises.
Empty promises, and too many people do them. It's fine.
Exactly, and I'm like,
yeah,
no.
I know how.
Maybe I should pull a Markiplier and just start crying about how proud I am of everyone, and monetize the shit out of them so I can, pay for my pool.
Hell yeah.
I like Markiplier.
I do too, but like, you know what I don't like?
What?
When he monetizes the shit out of videos of just him crying in front of a camera.
I haven't watched any of his videos, but he just seems like a nice dude.
He is, absolutely, but like, you just gotta stop and think, you're being kind of scummy when you're like, I have an update video for you all, I'm gonna monetize the shit out of it though, and I'm like, I get it, man's gotta eat, but like, at the same time...
You're eating like $600 steaks. Buddy.
Exactly, like, you're like one of the biggest YouTubers on the channel, on the entire website, like, come on now. So, yeah, I'm proud of my shitty YouTube channel.
Hell yeah.
Hoping to put some more stuff. God damn it! I almost did it again.
More content soon. I'm working on a new 6-part series. I promise.
It's just taking a whole year. I swear. More videos of me eating popcorn coming up.
I would be so fine with that.
Me too.
Should just have more videos of me just sitting there eating food.
Yeah, and talking about like current events. Not like heavy current events, just like the ones like Nintendo announced the cereal today, and then half an hour of you.
I saw that and I thought it was fake, and then I saw that Nintendo retweeted it, and I was like, "Whoa,
oh,
no way!" I even saw like it's like you can put the box on, you can put the amiibo.
That sounds so fucking stupid
on the thing, and I was like, haha, that would be funny. And then I got out of the picture, I saw Nintendo tweeted it, and I was like, oh.
Just picture people whacking their Switch with an empty cardboard box.
Cereal goes flying everywhere.
Nintendo's been so off the wall this year.
But like,
I love
in a
Wait,
great
the Switch
way.
is a portable console. You bring it to the grocery store and just like,
oh my god, you're right.
just tap it against, just press it against the whole aisle. Of
Or is there
cereal.
like a fucking weird magnetic thing on the card in the box that they have on the amiibos?
And it's radiating onto the cereal and you eat it.
It's like the only box of cereal that's like $10 more just because they had to put that thing in
And
there.
you eat the cereal and it's radiated, so you start like growing the Mario
But like
mustache.
amiibos, you could use more than once.
Yeah.
So you could effectively just buy one box
Yeah, and just use it.
and just keep using that.
I'm excited for people's amiibo shelves to be like hundreds of figurines and then a box of fucking cereal.
Or just like torn cardboard of just pinned on the wall. Like, there it is.
the framed.
It's getting out of hand.
Love it.
Alright, Michael, what's next?
I want to know what brand, if any, has let you down the hardest.
What brand,
easy.
if any, has let me down the hardest?
Easy.
Or company brand, company.
I think I know John's.
What's mine?
The one that made Metal Gear Solid for a little bit.
It's
but then
Konami.
Konami.
Absolutely
It's
Konami.
a good one.
Listen.
All I could think was Kojima, but I know it's not Kojima.
Mine's gonna be
I know he's the good.
Listen, mine's gonna be long and winded, so someone else go first.
No, you go right ahead.
Are you serious?
Yeah, go for it.
No,
Holy
can I go
shit.
first?
Yes, please.
Because I have an immediate...
I gotta gather my thoughts.
It's not a company, but I was really disappointed in the new Imagine Dragons album this year. I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, Imagine Dragons Inc. How dare they?
No, that
It's
works.
corporate bastards.
Yeah. I'm gonna think of one during your rant.
Okay, so just for context clues for people, when I was a kid, I played a little game called Mystical Ninja starring Goemon on the N64.
Jesus Christ. We're going back to your
Yeah,
childhood?
And-
we're back on the Gomon.
No,
Okay, this is gonna be a long...
I won't make it long.
but I didn't
I
think
won't
this-
make it that long. I promise.
Alright.
So, I played that game when I was a kid and I loved it. And I was like, this game's sweet. And I would go to like Alan's video every Friday when I was off school, and I would rent that game, either that game or Goemon's Great Adventure, and I would bring it back, I'd play the shit out of it, and it was made by Konami, and I was like, dude, Konami's sweet. You know what else I liked as a kid? Yu-Gi-Oh! You know what I still like today? Yu-Gi-Oh! Guess who made that? Konami. They own the rights to that shit. Guess what else I played as a kid? Castlevania. Loved that shit. Castlevania was also made by Konami. I also loved Metal Gear, probably one of my favorite franchises of all fucking time. Made by Konami. Hideo Kojima, but also Konami. Konami just ruins everything. That's it. They're run by the Yakuza. Absolutely.
They hate you specifically.
They hate me specifically because they stopped making Goemon games because they were like, no one in the West like that shit. We already put like 4. I own every single game they put out to the West. So I own every game they put out from the West. They decided to let Hideo Kojima go and fire him from Konami and basically steal Metal Gear because they were like, you took too long making Metal Gear Solid 5 and it cost a shit ton of money. Even though we asked you to make the best game possible, and he was like, I'm doing that. So then they fired him. The game wasn't finished, even though it was like contender to Game of the Year. An unfinished game was contender for Game of the Year.
Hilarious.
Let me repeat that. A game that was not finished, released on store shelf.
If I might chime in,
was not finished.
he also made a playable trailer for a game called PT, which has taken over the entire horror genre
exactly.
of game.
Exactly. He
They
also made
changed horror video games with a trailer.
He did.
With a demo.
He did.
That's
He
all
did
part
a
of this.
fucking demo. And you fired that guy. And as soon as they did, Sony was like, you guys are retarded. Give me that. And then they hired him, and they had like a little video where they're like, we're giving him his own company. He's gonna make games exclusively for Sony. Wow, Konami, you guys sure fucked up. So the point I'm trying to get to is that Konami owns everything I love, and they're not doing anything with them. When Hudson Soft went under, they bought Bomberman, and I love Bomberman, and they make like shitty Bomberman games now. They don't make Castlevania games anymore. They barely touch Silent Hill. Yu-Gi-Oh's ruined because they keep changing the rules every fucking time they have a new set of cards. Goemon hasn't been touched in God knows how long. Metal Gear Survive is coming out, and that was not even going to have Metal Gear characters. It's just going to be fucking COD zombies with a Fox engine. Rant over. I hate Konami.
But joke's on them, because in 30 years when Death Stranding comes out, it's going to be amazing.
I saw a tweet come out today, and it was just like, it was Hideo Kojima, and he tweeted, he was like, working hard. It was like 3 sandwiches on his desk, and there was like a small like pop vinyl of Mads Mikkelsen in the background. I was like, this game's never fucking coming out. Every time he like comes out with a tweet, my favorite one was the one he had of he bought a VW Bug Lego set, and he was just like, my project for today, and then like 7 hours later he tweeted, finished, and I was like, this game's never fucking coming out, man. He's definitely like, I want you guys to do this. I gotta go build Legos. Peace.
I feel like he's the kind of guy who like locks himself in his office, comes out every like 12 hours, and is like, I have a brilliant idea. And it is brilliant, but it's like, what was going on in there?
Have you seen his tweets? His tweets
I follow his Twitter.
Ride. His like he had one where he was talking to the head of the development team who made Horizon Zero Dawn. It was some lady, and he was him and her standing in front of the weird spaceman thing that is like his logo now. And they were standing in front of that, and the tweet just read out like, met with this lady who's head of Zero Dawn. She bought me chocolates. I liked the white ones. And I was like, what? That's all of his tweets though. Every one of his tweets are just like weird cryptic bullshit. It's weird. Anyway, fuck Konami. I'm done.
Alright, Connor, what's your disappointment? Or Michael?
Because
Because I'm assuming you have
This
one
is
in
really
mind.
hard because I don't know where to go with this or how far to go or how disappointed we want to talk about. Because I can't think of company specifically.
Mine's very
There's a lot
thin.
of creators on the internet who have disappointed me this year.
Ooh, all of Hollywood.
Let's just burn our bridges before we start.
Yeah, not even sure which way to approach it. Let's just say I was a religiously viewing JonTron fan, and then I was a religiously watching Polygon Nick Robinson fan, and now I'm just here.
Yeah.
watching Monster Factory old episodes, catching up.
That's the saddest.
That is just the saddest.
I'm in like the same boat. I'm like, every new episode that comes out, you're like,
Yeah.
it's good, but fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's about all I'm gonna. I don't know.
Yeah.
If they really want to provide the context or just.
No, I
Leave
think
it
that'll just
there.
be a fun, after you listen to the podcast, have a fun little time Googling some.
Yeah,
have a fun time
Googling.
doing it and have a terrible time and be really sad afterwards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you got, Michael?
Yours makes mine look really shallow.
Oh, really?
Really? How was mine? A band I liked and an album I didn't like.
Well, you went first. It wasn't that bad.
I guess you're right. I set
Yeah.
the bar.
I don't know. Apple.
Yeah.
Apple let me down.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How did Apple let you down?
I picked when I went shopping for a tablet a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Got an iPad Mini because I said, you know what? I like Apple's user interface.
Mm-hmm.
I did like Apple's user interface. And I didn't like. I knew that they were kind of easier as a tablet to maneuver than any Microsoft tablet because it's just a computer in a touchscreen. I don't like that.
Yeah,
more
no,
so.
that's weird. I support Microsoft way more than Apple, but I will admit, like, that's just weird.
It's a weird setup. They need to figure out their tablets.
Yeah.
But I went for the iPad, and earlier this year I switched over from Apple phones to Android, which I love so much. But I still have my iPad, still have my tablet. You know how hard it is to do things with that tablet? When I want things done specifically that I can't get done with that tablet, like to kill time at work because we don't have Wi-Fi anymore. I was like, I'm gonna put some episodes of my favorite show that I'm watching currently on there.
Nice.
And so I downloaded them, and I was like, okay, let's get these on the iPad. No way, Jose.
Uh-oh.
They're not going on.
You can't just put videos on.
You cannot
Absolutely
just put
not.
things on the Apple iPad.
No. See, that's the thing I like to think about Apple is that their user interface and everything is very welcoming, easy to use if you know what you're doing. But
they're very where Apple use Apple.
yeah,
If you have outside things, don't have that.
yeah, that's it. Sorry,
Yeah.
not sorry.
It's putting things
You can't even import them to iTunes.
Nope.
putting things on a phone and taking them off. Even when I had my iPhone, taking things off of my phone was not an easy task.
Yeah, no.
If you plug in my phone, right? It's like it's a USB. It just has here's phone, folders, everything. I can make a music folder. I can do that.
Yep.
You plug in your iPhone. You need iTunes to operate it for one, but you cannot see if you go into it if you open up as not with iTunes. There's literally one folder you open up, it's empty. There's nothing. You can't see your music. You can't do anything like that.
So
you have to
bad.
find out you have to know what you're doing to dig deep enough to get the music
my
off
God.
the phone.
Yeah.
Switching all of my music off of my iPhone was a hassle.
Yeah.
I got it after, but it was a hassle.
Yeah,
I like Apple.
Yeah,
I don't. I hate them. Absolutely.
But they also they're killing. They're trying to kill headphones. Don't do that.
No, they're not. They're not trying to kill headphones.
They're trying to kill the auxiliary cord.
No, they're trying to kill the auxiliary cord, and because they're like AirPods are sick, right? No, you lose one and you're fucked.
Because nobody listens to mono sound.
No, exactly.
Bluetooth headphones is a nightmare.
Exactly.
Okay, no, I like
They're
Bluetooth
not
headphones.
Bluetooth.
I like Bluetooth. See, I like Bluetooth headphones because I have a pair. They're awesome.
Oh yeah, no,
But
they're fine, but
that's a different case because they're $50.
yeah,
The earpods, I don't know how much they are.
AirPods
but
are
definitely
$245.
That's true.
Holy moly.
I don't need that when I can just go get the
I'll
Bluetooth
probably
headset.
get some eventually.
And also,
You're gonna lose one, and you're gonna be like, fucked.
but
I'm
also
not
you
gonna
look,
lose them. They give them in a
No,
little.
I didn't say you're gonna lose them. I said you're gonna lose one,
I'm not gonna lose them.
and then you're fucked.
A, with those, you look like a tool while you're wearing them.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen people with them walking around. You look like a
Same.
tool. B, there's a new product that came out recently.
I think you're just jealous of the AirPods, man.
No.
I'm gonna rep the Apple one. This is gonna be your Marvel versus DC one at the beginning, except it's Apple versus Android. And honestly, I'm Apple.
I feel it. I get where people come from. There's a new product that came out recently, third party thing. It's very small, but it came out. It's like a string to hold on
Oh
that
yeah,
attaches to your earpods.
yeah.
why get the earpods then?
Yeah, right. It's almost as if they fall out.
They just connect to each other.
Oh man!
They connect and they go like in front of your neck.
I don't know. I just saw the.
So I imagine
the
they would go behind your neck. So if one falls out, it kind of dangles, and then you're like, oop.
Yeah, no. I just saw the picture. Yeah. It was that, and it comes down into one.
Oh,
That's all I said. And I was like, so.
While we're on the topic of headphones, do you remember those weird headphones where like one was like short and the other one was really long?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're still around.
What the fuck?
Well,
what's up with
short
that?
Somebody
did those.
The short.
I know what
you do.
I know what you do now.
I know you put one in one ear and the other one goes around your.
Yeah.
Why?
The back. It's so it's not the cords aren't.
Well, that's what you do.
It's so the cords aren't in your
you're
front.
supposed to put one in one ear and then the other one goes around your neck. And
Here's what I thought. Here's what I thought you did. The short one was like I don't know whatever ear, and the long one went in the other ear. But the long one had the mic on it, so the short one pulled it up so the mic would go closer to your
No.
That kind of makes sense though. It's kind of like a food trough but a microphone.
Yeah. If it's what Michael said, then that would be like, sort of. But if it's what we were just thinking, then still, what the fuck? This doesn't make any goddamn sense. Also, if we're gonna just talk about companies that disappointed us, I'm not gonna make a big deal of it, but EA. That's it. Next.
Did EA let anyone down, or did we just know that they're bad and they did bad?
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like when you graduate from high school and you knew this really weird kid, and you're like, he's been doing some weird shit, and then like 5 years down the road, you like hear all the weird shit he's been doing, and now it's only like in the local news, and you're just like. I'm not really surprised, but like, you know what? At the same time, I can't believe you actually went that far. Like,
I kind of like stuff like that because you're like, I saw this coming, but like,
at the same time, I'm not really surprised.
Yeah, Apple, not a fan.
Also, like Apple.
They killed the one thing I truly loved with Apple, and that was the iPod Classic.
Yeah, same.
That's probably the one thing that I can't. There's no way I can defend them killing the iPod.
You know how hard it is to find an MP3 player.
Absolutely. So
you can't find one.
I still have.
It's just so simple.
I still have my third generation Nano.
I would.
It's just so simple.
It's the only Apple product I still own is a third generation little tiny Nano.
But if
4 gigabytes,
if that goes awry, you're done. Mm-hmm. You have to go. You had to get a phone.
I'm gonna have to get it. That's you can't see it, but
you can't
Quinn
see
has
it.
one.
But I have an iPod Classic that I bought used after I saw Baby
How much
Driver
is it?
because I was they're selling it for only $50.
Fucking where?
Only on Kijiji.
Oh my god!
Just one dude.
Just some
just one guy. Amazing.
Has one. Yeah.
My brother has one too. It's like 64 gigs. I was like,
I don't want to use. I want an iPod or an MP3 player.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to use that space on my phone.
Absolutely, and you don't want to waste your battery. That's what I'm saying.
But I went looking for MP3 players. You can get like crappy Walmart off-brand ones.
Yeah.
That have like 4 gigs to them and they're worth nothing. And they're like $25. I'm like, I don't. No, I want.
Pull a Baby Driver. Have like different ones for different genres.
Like I want like.
Have one with country, one with metal.
I would absolutely do that.
One with anime openings, one with.
Actually, did you say they have crappy MP3 players at Walmart?
Probably.
Like, are those real?
I think so.
Because I'll buy them. I'll become a Zoom guy.
No, they're like 45.
Oh no! I'll become a Zoom
guy. Not even. Like, very bad.
Okay.
Not worth your time and money.
I don't know, man.
Also,
I'm gonna check it out, man. I'm gonna hit up.
Yeah, I might too.
Another dig on the Apple. This is my last dig on the Apple.
Alright.
You can't have external storage.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's my biggest.
That's a big.
I had 32 gigs on my iPhone, and that filled up with my music that I didn't want there because I wanted an iPod. But that filled up very quickly, and after that, it's like, what do I do now?
You gotta stream.
Yeah, you're screwed.
Now you
just gotta put everything in the cloud, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah,
like.
I have a great Apple versus Android story from when I worked in Ottawa at Nokia that I just thought I would share.
Okay.
It's more of a crazy coworker story, so I'm not overly passionate about either, really. I use Apple stuff, but it's like, if you don't like it, it's fine. So, there's a guy I worked with who was not just fine with whatever you chose. He was like... He exemplified a lot of stereotypes I didn't even think were entirely real.
Was he was for Apple?
No.
Okay.
So one day he was talking to us. We were all talking. There were a lot of interns there. He's an intern too. And he's like, I hate Apple so much. So passionately. I think that anyone who likes Apple stuff or uses it are idiots. sometimes when I'm just standing in like a crowded elevator or a public space, I'll just shout out, people who like Apple are idiots, just to see how people react. I love to see people get unsettled by that. And I think they totally deserve it because they're all idiots. Just strangers.
Okay, wait. Can I just... Because this is one of these... Like, does he... Like... I just... no, there's too many thoughts in my head. Okay, so... I'm just gonna ask this. I don't know if this spoils part of your story, but like...
Oh, that's the whole story.
Did you... Okay. Okay, because here's the thing. There are people that you meet that I think are fun to rile up, and I feel like he's one of them.
No, there's another guy who's fun to rile up. This guy just...
I feel like
too much.
I feel like I would take out my iPod slowly and like just like slowly put it in his face and like move it around and just put it back in my pocket. Because I feel like he'd be fun to rile up, which is ironic because he finds it fun to rile up other people about Apple.
But like, I think he did that in an elevator one day at work.
I don't think that was a...
He wasn't just saying it. He actually did that at work.
But if
people he works with who he doesn't know.
Yeah, if you're at work, that's not good. Like
no, it's not good. And you know what? I don't think I was very. I think I was just kind of like, oh, that's a little weird. I didn't really say it. I should have been way more hard on this guy. Like,
yeah,
what the fuck is your deal? Holy shit!
Can I be honest, like, on the whole Apple Android thing, I find, like, I have some problems, like, bugs and shit with my iPhone and stuff, but they're not really anything compared to what I see people go through on Android devices.
Could you imagine being so religiously dedicated to... Because, let's be real, but, like, among nerds like him, there's this image that Apple's like an evil corporation. They're all evil corporations.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just choose the one that gives me searches, I guess.
Yeah. I just choose the one that honestly kind of wears it on the surface.
I don't know what his deal is to be that passionately about it. Oh.
I'm not that passionate. It's one of those let me down kind of things.
Yeah. I'm not passionate. Yeah, I just like what I like. Like, my dad gives me his iPhone, he's like, what's wrong with it? And I'm like, fuck, I don't even know how to go to the settings, let alone fucking... You give me like a Galaxy, I'd be like, done, easy. Because I've been using one for like 4 years, so... But I've never really...
I don't know shit about Android.
Oh man,
I've learned, and it's fun.
Yeah.
I like Apple though.
I can do both now, so that's
good. You're multilingual.
I mean, that's actually like a skill. Like, I'm not joking.
Absolutely.
That's a skill. Because like if...
It's like learning how to use Excel.
Yeah,
can't do that though.
Yeah,
it's like, I can. I learned how to do that. I had to
use
learn.
a little bit.
That's the thing. It's like just all like sort of a life skill that they don't really teach.
I feel like people make it sound way too hard. I don't think it's that hard, to be honest. I've never looked at it.
It depends on how deep you want to go.
They should teach it in schools, honestly.
There is a course in Academy Canada.
No, I mean like in
elementary school.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I was taught
right in between Minecraft and Bitcoin now.
I was taught how to use Word in school.
I guess.
I wasn't.
I was taught how to use Word in school.
See, that's cool. I wasn't.
Which I honestly never thought of as a skill until I saw on TV. There was like.
But to be fair,
an episode.
Did you?
In elementary school.
I think so.
Dang.
I know.
Because you're younger than me, right? You were a year younger.
No, we had to use Corel Word Perfect.
That's the one.
Same deal though.
Connor, you graduated a year before me?
Year after.
Year after me.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the one. The other way around.
Yeah.
So when I was level 3, you were level 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. When your grade was going up, you were doing all the new stuff, and I was the last year every year doing the old semester shit. Because you were getting all the new ways to learn shit.
Yeah.
And we were doing all the ones that the hippies were still doing. And
we only had that for math. For math, we had the old math, but everything else...
Everything else was like, here's the new curriculums we're all rolling out. And I'm like, thanks.
Hell yeah.
Horrible.
They should definitely do some more computer literacy, though.
Absolutely. Nowadays.
For when they take over.
Mm-hmm.
For when they have taken over, and it's...
Yeah. All right.
Well, that was good.
That was
good.
What was the even... I don't even know where that started.
That was what Brian let you down.
Oh, yeah.
Apple rules.
So just because we're gonna...
What time are we at?
We're at like an hour.
Alright, let's do your last one.
Want to do your last...
I have 2 that I want to do.
Alright,
both.
We can do one quick.
Do both.
Okay. We'll do this. We'll do this next one quick, and then we'll get to my last one. Alright. Because this one won't go. Don't go into any depth in it. Just do it. Build me a superhero.
Oh, fuck.
2 traits, so power/weapons. and their color scheme. 2 colors.
Okay.
And the name.
We can do this.
Blue and orange.
Shit.
Yes. Blue
Damn
and orange.
it.
Blue and orange.
Wait,
okay.
all of us together build one?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah, all of us.
Okay, yeah, no.
All of us together.
Yeah.
We got a collab, bro.
I don't care what we do,
Also-
but their name has to be the Hedgehog.
Yep. Something
No,
that.
Yeah.
please.
Yes.
Can we not?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
I don't want to do this.
No hedgehog.
No, the hedgehog.
I can't believe this is being shot down.
Thank you.
No, I can't do that, man. We can't do the hedgehog.
Oh, that's a shame. Alright, fine. What do you want to do then? Blue and
so
orange
blue
I'm
and
okay
orange,
with.
that's a good starting point.
Mm-hmm.
How about... I just thought of some really dumb shit.
I like telepathy.
Let's
He
hear it.
controls either hot water or cold fires.
Wait, cold isn't how relative to cold fires? Like,
Like, you know, like near going out. Like not raging fires.
How
I'd
cold
rather
could
the
a fire
hot-
be?
I'd rather
that's what I'm saying.
I'd
Like,
rather the hot water because that's a thing.
Well, that's probably more practical. But, like, he can light candles and shit, so that's neat.
I don't know why I thought that was so fun. We can light candles.
We don't have to go with those abilities. That's just what I thought of with the orange and blue.
I
Also-
kind of like the warm water thing.
You don't have to have the you can have weapons like in place like two
Yeah.
two in like two
Two
So,
traits.
two traits.
Two traits.
Okay, so we have a guy who let's just assume he dresses in blue and orange.
Yeah.
How about we go like sharp contrast? So he has like a really friendly power, like
and then some huge doom power.
no, and then he just uses like brass knuckles and like breaks people's jaws, punching them in the face.
So brass knuckles and what?
Brass knuckles and like makes ice cream. Like
How about anything he touches, like with his brass knuckles, like has no gravity.
Oh, that's
Oh, he
really
has
cool.
gravity knuckles?
No,
Gravity.
not just his iron, not like his knuckles have that. Just him. Anything he touches has no gravity. Not that it starts floating in the air, but
No,
just like
it just
has no gravity now. So then he could like throw something and it would just constantly keep going until it gets hit
Amazing.
by
I like,
something
kinda
and
like
stop.
that. So then, is that like?
So
can
if
you
he,
switch
if
it
he
off?
fights a bad guy, he could just be like,
But is he
throw it
like?
in the
Is he
air.
like Rogue from X-Men then, where he can't like? He can't like give people.
Yeah,
like,
can he control it?
He can't make contact with
no,
the people.
no, he can't control it at all.
Oh, what? That sucks.
No, okay. Well, what if we
He
have
has
it,
a
like,
lot of one use.
What if he's like a teenager and he's like, you know, like a mutant in
Okay.
X-Men where he's like he can't control it yet, and like, you know, maybe he's like kissing his girlfriend or whatever and she accidentally starts floating and he's like, oh shit, no,
Can you ever switch it off?
Is that
like he doesn't know how.
Is that too
Or what
funny
if-
to ever actually be tragic?
What if it only
Is
lasts?
that kind
for
of like
an
Harry
hour?
Potter blowing up his aunt?
Yeah.
What if it lasts for an hour and then it wears off?
Yeah. So like,
So his
that's what I'm
girlfriend
saying.
falls to her death.
Or no, well, she doesn't necessarily float up. She's just kind of
No,
like
exactly. So you
hovering,
don't know.
you know, she's
like,
kind of
oh,
bouncing
shit.
around in the
Like,
air.
She's just there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
So
you're inside. She won't
I
escape.
thought about it because like, you know,
An hour's a long time.
Yeah,
is.
but it's like it's
So-
long enough for the scene to be over.
exactly. But that's what I'm thinking. Like he hits He's not wrong. I only thought about it because like, you know, he hits a bad guy or whatever, and then like the bad guy's like, whoa, oh my god, and then they're only like slightly in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they can't like swim in the air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're just fuck, I guess. Like I'm stuck. So then the cops show up and they're just like get like a rope and like lasso them down to the ground.
Yeah, seatbelt them into their car.
So
Yeah.
if he touches them again, they don't get gravity back.
Well, that's the thing. I thought of him as like, you know, like a preteen,
Yeah.
like a teenager, so he doesn't
Yeah.
really know how to control his powers yet, but he's just trying to do good. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking way too hard into this.
No, I kind of like that.
This is going on
So
way
does
longer than I
does he
thought it
learn,
would go.
does he ever learn how to control his gravity powers? Or no?
We
Probably.
gotta see the movie to
Quinn's
find out.
invested
Don't,
now.
I just want to know.
don't spoil
Okay.
the movie.
So name wise,
Name wise.
Gravitor.
G-spot.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. Are you kidding me? I love how.
You said he's a teenager, so he's definitely gonna think of that. Chuckle to himself, and then his buddy that knows about his powers is like, "You got to."
It's gonna be like that scene in Homecoming where he's just like, Kevin knows G-Spot. Where is he?
No one knows.
No one knows.
And no one knows he's called G-spot.
Exactly. It's just like, how do you know his name's G-Spot? Shit.
I need pictures of the G spot.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, I think we did good. What was his other power? Brass knuckles. His other
Yes,
brass knuckles.
I feel like maybe
So that's why he uses the brass knuckles. So it's like, I don't want to like hit you.
He doesn't want them to fly away to their death.
But like when he's ready, then he'll just like give him a little pat.
Take the glove
Give him
off.
the love tap.
Give him a little tap.
Yeah.
Done.
Yep.
Nice.
it's the brass fingertips.
All
And he
right.
wears blue and orange to camouflage.
So, the last one, I told you to get a favorite character, like your favorite character.
Connor forgot.
It's okay, we'll get to me last.
Yeah.
God.
Like, take your favorite character. I'm gonna get Quinn to go first.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me why they're awful.
Tell me
Why
why
they're
they're awful.
I've
Well,
heard
that's
that they're
easy.
shit. Yeah, I know. When you
That's
told
easy
me,
for mine.
but
So,
like dehumanize your character.
Easy. So fucking
I think I
easy.
can do this. I came up with
That's hard for
I
me.
didn't think hard about my favorite character, but I had like an impulse one from like probably more from when I was young, but I'm good. Okay.
Okay.
my favorite character, I had this epiphany the other day. So, I had a panic choice. My panic choice was going to be Steve Harrington from Stranger Things.
That's fair.
But I found a better one. No offense, Steve. Gary King from The World's End.
Oh no.
He's my favorite character.
When he
He's a
told
good
me that, I was like,
character,
"Oh, that kind of worked
yeah,
well."
this
in
is
my
now-
very
yeah.
He's
easy.
probably an easy character to make sound like a piece of shit because he's an alcoholic who mistreats his friends and everyone around him.
Yeah.
That's true.
Classic case peaked in high school kind of. Am I just supposed to dunk on him? That
Yeah,
feels
pretty
kind of
much.
mean.
Absolutely.
Dunk on him.
He's your favorite character. You gotta dunk on him.
Yeah, but like, I mean, kind of an easy target.
Oh, you're gonna love mine.
He's an alcoholic. It's
Wow,
not
okay.
good, it's
That's what. That's
irresponsible.
that's all you need. So.
It's irresponsible.
That's irresponsible.
It's not
Connor,
taking
you wanna
care
go?
of his. It's not taking
Okay, yeah.
care of himself or his friends.
Yeah.
So the first impulse, he was like a favorite, and like, so the one I was thinking of was Iron Man, which is pretty generic, but it was like, I remember,
Yeah, it's-
when I remember when Iron Man came out, I was like, Iron Man's pretty sick,
Yeah.
you know? Not so much now, but especially, and that's, okay. Also pretty easy though, I feel.
Yeah.
Also an alcoholic.
Also an
It's,
alcoholic.
it's amazing how when you think of it, your favorite character can be just an awful thing.
Oh,
Absolutely.
My God, I can't wait till you guys hear mine.
And it's like,
I'm thinking really hard what John's is.
so much of the problems that people face in the Marvel Universe are just a result of Tony Stark's massive ego. The
Absolutely.
entire second Avengers movie
Yeah.
was,
I don't want to do this anymore.
he tried to, what is he? He's trying to screw with some space intelligence that
Well,
just
no,
got
it wasn't even that. He was
Space.
like, we shouldn't have to do this anymore. I'm gonna build Ultron
Yeah.
as a thing,
Yeah,
so we don't
Ultron's
have to do
going
this
to
anymore.
be the Avengers.
Yeah.
And Ultron was just Tony Stark, right?
Yeah.
Like, also just driven by
More or
ego.
less.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah. Not sure how much else to go into more detail about it.
No, that's pretty good.
It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Michael, you got one?
Yeah. My favorite character is from League of Legends.
Oh my God.
What do you want from me?
Oh, 4. The perfect number. That's why
It
you keep
stems
saying
from
4 is the perfect number.
His name's Jin. I have 2 tattoos.
That's why your hat has the Roman numeral for 6 on it. It all makes sense now.
That's another character.
Oh my God.
But
Michael's a league boy.
I'm sorry. No,
Poor
but he's
kid.
he is my favorite character I've ever played with. But he has the problem of being just this psychotic, like, serial killer. Has an unreal obsession with the number 4. Usually he can only count to number 4.
Wow. That's...
Like,
It's way
I'm
worse
pretty
than
sure-
mine. Gary's an alcoholic who didn't kill people. Not
Yeah.
directly anyway.
Not directly.
and like he's so meticulous with the way he kills, and it's so dumb. You know, like he sets them up. He's an artist. He calls himself an artist. So
Oh.
he paints with his subjects. He sets when he kills them, he sets them up in these beautiful things. That's messed up.
How does
Yeah.
he do that on the battlefield? There's no time.
Takes his time.
There's no time. There's no
finds the
time on.
time.
There's
He
no time
finds
on
the
the
time.
battlefield.
They explode into a wonderful lotus. But that's messed up.
Yeah,
it is messed
You're
up.
right.
Also, just he can only count the number 4. He has an obsession with the number 4.
Fucking idiot.
Dumbass.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Oh God.
All right, John. Just say his name.
Big Boss. He did nothing wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. He did nothing wrong.
All right, so that's not dunking on him.
No, I'm
It's just
kidding.
agreeing.
That's a meme.
Ah.
So yeah, Big Boss absolutely did everything wrong. Are you kidding me? When his mentor, dude was just trying to be a cool dude and help people out, and then his mom, quote unquote, not really his mom, but like his mentor was like, "I'm defecting to the Soviet Union. Fuck you." And he was like, "No, please don't do that." And then they were like, "Okay, she just defected to the Soviet Union. You gotta go kill her." So he's like torn. He's like, "Oh God, what do I do? I don't want to kill my mentor, but like she's also defected to the Soviet Union. So fuck it, I gotta do it." So he does it and kills her. And he's like, "I feel real bad." And then she's like, "You gotta stop all war ever." And he's like, "I'm gonna." And then like when she says that, everyone has a different idea of stop all war ever. So Zero, one of the characters, there's a lot of numbers in these characters, isn't there? So Zero starts and he's like, "I'm gonna stop all war by making the Patriots and basically control government and people and society. So fuck it, we control war. I stop war because no one can shoot a gun unless they have nanomachines."
Interesting.
ID tagged soldiers carrying ID tagged gear using ID tagged weapons, and if you don't have that ID tag, you can't shoot this gun.
Nanomachines.
Exactly.
Nanomachines?
Nanomachines, son.
Nanomachines.
So, but Big Boss was like, "I'm gonna do another thing. I'm gonna stop war because I'm gonna recruit child soldiers and do a lot of bad shit." Yeah.
I was wondering where this was gonna turn into.
Oh yeah, no. This was like a well, guess what? Fuck the three major powers of the China, the U.S. and Russia. They were all nuclear powers in the 60s, and Big Boss is just like, "Fuck you, some dickhead in the Columbias has a nuke too, and he's a nuclear power of the world. Ha ha! He's also training child soldiers. Oh God."
Whoa.
Yeah, but did you hear the part where Gary King is an alcoholic?
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's not one point.
Okay.
But I mean, let's be fair. Big Boss
even train
also
one
listens
child
to-
soldier.
Not one.
Not one.
Man.
I've seen the movie over and over again.
Yeah.
He doesn't do
Pretty
once.
sure.
90%
He
sure.
kind of does though.
What?
He also died like 3
Kinda
times.
does. Oh, you know what? He kind of does.
Oh my God.
Gary King kinda does recruit child
the
soldiers.
Nobots.
I forgot about
That are
that.
the young. I mean, the robots.
Wow. Your character has child soldiers.
Yeah, Gary King.
Mine is more.
That's child soldiers.
Yours has more.
Does Spider-Man count as a child soldier?
Sure.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm glad mine's the least.
At least one
Yeah.
child soldier.
He
Yeah.
murders, but he doesn't have child
I
soldiers.
think your character is a child soldier.
Yeah, when you
Count to
gave
4.
me like pick a character, I immediately was like Big Boss, absolutely. And then when you said like tear him down, I was like, oh boy.
Well, when Quinn told me his, I was like, that's really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, no, but Big Boss just did a lot of bad shit. And like that was a meme for a while when Metal Gear Solid 5 came out, because they were just like, Big Boss did nothing wrong, because everyone was such a huge fan of Big Boss. They're like, no way, man, he can't do bad shit. Even though all the trailers and shit were like showing him murdering hundreds of people, training child soldiers, and like just overall being a bad dude. And everyone was like, nope, I don't think he did anything bad. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't see anything wrong.
I don't see anything wrong here.
Nothing at all.
He's doing it for a good reason, right? Right?
Yeah.
No. Oh man.
So yeah, that's just about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. Good topics.
It's good today.
Yeah. It was alright.
So we learned one thing at least.
What?
Water is wet.
Just gonna...
Please, someone.
I don't know what the song is.
I was making it up, dude.
I was too. I was like, what song is this?
That was the song, man.
It had kind of like a circus feel.
Yeah, right? I was like, what's happening right now? Do you guys just want me? You guys are all looking at me like, please, please stop.
And
I
now
wanna
you
know.
are 1 hour closer.
No, it's for
to
more
your
than an hour.
weekend. That's our
Right
closing
there.
line.
Yeah, but
Say it again.
Now you're 1 hour closer to your weekend.
Hold on.
You're
I was
welcome.
plugging stuff in. I'm sorry, say it again.
And now you're 1 hour closer to your weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's Boo Boo. Gary King.
Pay up.
Serve that up with fries.